Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. This is Eric coming in from the blank spot. And this is our Thursday training, guys. So training in your business on Thursdays. This is what I'm gonna name this one. I don't know. So as you jump on, whenever you see this, make sure you drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Wherever you see this and whenever you see this. Hope you guys are having a great morning. I know I am. So to all the new business owners out there, and the ones that are seasoned as well, some things that we want to consider when we actually doing business. And I'm going to get started here in a minute. Give you guys a chance to get your notebooks out, um, and take some notes if you're in a position to do so. I'm on here. I'm on here every morning, Monday through Friday, um, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every morning, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead, get your notes together, get your notepad together, and we're gonna get started here in a minute. We're gonna get started here in just a minute. All right. So this is not the normal or average conversation, but hopefully this is going to be helpful. Okay. Hopefully this is going to be helpful for those of you who are interested in learning how to use social media to attract customers and to build a business. This is going to be important for you. Okay. It's going to be important for you. So, um, once again, make sure you drop your city and state. Let me know you're tuning in from. Double tap that screen, and let's go. So, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is Eric, and I'm coming in from the blank spot. The blank spot is a sublimation blanks and supply warehouse. Let me get this situated over here. Uh, got lots of things going on this morning. Doesn't matter how much preparation I do, seems like it's always something that kind of holds me back. So y'all be patient with me. I think this is going to be a valuable. I think this is going to be a valuable live. Hopefully, somebody will take this into consideration. If you're struggling in your business, if you're struggling in your business right now, and you're saying, "Hey, I am I'm looking to get some more business. I'm looking to find some more people." If that's you and you are struggling right now, definitely take heed and kind of pay attention. So we're going to talk about how to use social media or using social media to build your business. Once again, for those of you who are new to business, no matter what your business is, it doesn't matter what your business is. If you're new to business, what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself and you're going to be faced with different things that you have to do. As a business owner, you are everything. You're the CEO, the COO, the CFO. You are the human resources. You are the marketer in your business. And if that is you and you're doing everything, then what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in a position to where you're going to have to learn different things. And learning new things is not hard. Okay. Learning new things is not hard. It's just time consuming. So you got to find yourself, you're going to find yourself in a position of balance. You have to balance things. And what that means and what that looks like It means that if I don't balance my life and my business, then it's going to be challenging for me to grow my business. So for those of you who are looking to grow your business, social media is a huge part of that. Okay. It's a huge part of that. And you want to choose something in social media. You want to choose one of the social media platforms to actually begin to learn. You want to find something that you're going to be comfortable with, something that is going to that's going to I don't want to say be easy to learn, but something that's definitely that's going to actually resonate with you. And if that thing resonates with you, then it's going to be easier for you to actually learn it. Knowing the importance of social media and how you can attract more people to your business is going to be important. So, um, if you guys don't mind sharing, what social media platforms are you currently using? That's going to be important. Um, figuring out which ones you want to use versus the ones that are going to, I think, be more beneficial to your business. I think that's a little different. A lot of people, a lot of people are going to want to. A lot of people are going to want to use the most popular ones. Okay. Someone says they use TikTok. Someone says use Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Uh, it definitely depends. It definitely depends on which platform you're using. So when you hold on for a second, there we go. So when you find yourself using these platforms, you got to make a plan. You have to have a plan, and having a plan means you have to create a schedule. For some people, especially when they start business, for some people, they don't want to create a schedule. They feel like for some reason that they now have a business and they say, hey, you know what? I get to do what I want to do. Well, that's not the case. This is one of the most important times and most important uh, positions in your life or in your business's existence that you're going to definitely need a schedule. You're going to have to understand the importance of consistency, and not just consistency, but creativity. Using social media to get more eyes on your business is going to be helpful. The thing of it is you have to commit to learning that social media platform. Not everybody wants nobody. Not everybody wants to. Um, not everybody wants to um, be in the face of the camera. Not everybody wants to be in the face of um, what's going on. Some people are going to want to. Um, some people are going to want to be behind the scenes, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at some point in time, somebody is going to have to be the face of your business. That being said, there's going to be some things that you're going to want to do and possibly um, practice on before you actually begin to commit to a social media platform. One thing is going to be probably finding an area, a well lit area. That's what they always recommend. You want to find a well lit area that's going to help you to broadcast better. Now, the situation and the position doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, doesn't have to be a perfect situation. However, it does have to be a location that's going to be well lit where people can see your face. Now, as far as how you look on camera, as far as creating the perfect situation, in my personal and my professional opinion, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The whole idea is getting started and then letting your audience see you improve and develop. Not everybody starts at the same place. Not everybody starts at the same point. So you got to think about how you're actually viewed and then how you progress. So find a well lit area. You may not have all the greatest equipment. That's okay. Having all the greatest equipment is not that important. Okay. Um, so you want to make sure you have a well lit area. You find a place that you're in that you're going to be broadcasting from. Maybe you create something. Maybe you just clear out some space, but you want to make sure it's somewhat neat, somewhat somewhat clear, somewhat clean, and it wants to be. You want it to be kind of subjective to what you're talking about. Okay, so if you guys are just jumping on, my name is Eric coming in from the blank spot, and we're talking about um, using social media, to build your business. And if you're not on YouTube, if you're not on YouTube, um, I am broadcasting on YouTube. So if you want to see this on YouTube, you can actually go to the YouTube. The YouTube channel is the blank spot. Okay. The YouTube channel is the blank spot. And that is exactly where we are streaming from today. Today is Thursday, Training in Your Business Thursday. If you're not on YouTube, you want to make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe. If you are on TikTok, I do have it on TikTok, but I have it turned on for subscribers only. So if you are TikTok and you're a subscriber, then I actually have that on for you as well. So let's get back to it, guys. Talking about using social media to grow and build your business. These are going to be some basic tips. You don't need a high-speed camera. You can use your cell phone. Make sure your cell phone's reliable. You don't need to have all of these bells and whistles. You don't have to have all these streaming platforms. It's not necessary. You're just getting started. Okay. So try not to make such a huge deal out of it, but you definitely want to get started. Choose the social media platform that you're going to use. Currently, I use TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook to share my business with my customers and to also drum up new business and to get more potential customers, more eyes on my business, because that's what social media is being used for, is to get more eyes on your business. So there's lots of people who are going to be afraid to get in front of the camera. And I get it. Fear is real, but you cannot let that fear paralyze you. You have to let that fear propel you to the next level. After you've decided which area you want to be in and you have a nice background and a well-lit area, you want to check the lighting. If the lighting is not, if the lighting doesn't have to be perfect, but you want the lighting to be good. You want people to see your face, because what you're doing is you're interacting. Hey, Latrice, you made it. You're interacting, okay? You're interacting with customers. And what you're doing right now is you're building a relationship. Whatever brand you have, you're building that relationship with your customers, and you're becoming to be familiar with your customers. It's going to be a challenge in the beginning, as it should. Anything worth having, worth working for, is going to be, it's going to take some work. So now, when you start talking about your setup and your equipment, right now I'm broadcasting through a platform called StreamYard. Okay, I'm broadcasting through a platform called StreamYard. StreamYard allows you to broadcast through several platforms at one time. I also have my cell phone on, and I'm broadcasting through TikTok for my TikTok subscribers. You got to think about what type of camera you have, what type of audio equipment you have. I've been on social media for the last 9-10 years, and I am just now actually taking this thing really, really serious with my business. I'm purchasing more equipment. I've gotten cameras, I've gotten microphones. I don't always use them, and that's something that I got to start doing. I don't always use them, and mostly because of I just forget. It's got to be something that you practice on. But the consistency is real. Now, you got to find out what your purpose. What's your purpose for using social media? Why do you want to be on social media? Is your intent to build more clientele, to get more customers, to get more eyes in front of your business? Are you on social media just to have fun? What is it that you're doing? Because if you're a business owner, your intent should be to get more eyes on your business, to get out of your own backyard and get more customers in front of your products and your services. For me, once again, I'm broadcasting on YouTube every day. The next thing I did was I made a schedule. Okay. I made a schedule. Consistency and commitment. Consistency is going to be the key to anything. If you do something long enough, if you do something enough times, people are going to be drawn to you. Now, depending on what you're sharing, what type of information you're sharing, as far as your products and services, or even as I do small trainings like this. Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on, A and Z. Even as I do small trainings like this on Thursdays, and this is what we're going to be talking about on Thursdays. The type of information that you're going to be sharing is going to determine if people are attracted to your information. That's going to help you to get eyes. You're not just looking for followers on social media, unless you're building a platform where you're going to be Unless you're building a platform like YouTube, I'm looking for subscribers on YouTube, for example. We need more subscribers because we're monetized, meaning that we get paid from YouTube as our videos get views and as customers come and subscribe and they watch them all the way through. The more people watch our videos, the more we get paid from YouTube. So unless you're building a subscriber based platform, then followers are not going to help you. Now, there's a difference between having followers and people who are participating in your social media, in your lives. It's two different things. So you want to ask yourself, are you doing this so you can actually have people to follow you, just to follow you for your, to make you feel good for your own ego? Or are you doing it for a business? So as we have subscribers on our YouTube channel, and we've built this YouTube channel, it took us probably about 6 to 8 months of consistency to build our YouTube channel to where we were able to qualify to have subscribers and to get monetized. It took consistency. So it's just that type of consistency that it's going to take to build your business. Now you have a platform to start sharing your information. Once again, if you guys are watching, we're here every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. I actually have a schedule to where I do YouTube with other social media platforms. Okay. So talking about training in your business on Thursday, and we're talking about using social media to build your platforms, to build your business. Now, here's some information, okay, that you can help you get started. And a lot of people have already done these things, but this is going to make a lot of sense. After you've you got your area together, where you're going to broadcast. You got a couple of pieces of equipment. It doesn't have to be the best equipment. You just want to get started. You want to get an email account. A lot of people still don't have email, but you want to get an email account. You want to link that email account to your phone and also to your social media accounts. Why? You're building a business and you want to start conducting your business in a professional way. You don't want people calling you. You really don't want people messaging you and inboxing you. And it's going to determine on how you react or respond to those inboxes and messages as far as how you actually grow your business and actually do business. You want to be sure to check your email, though, on a regular basis, okay? 2-3 times a day. Have your alerts turned on. You don't want to miss any business emails, okay? And then you want to put your contact information, like your signature block at the bottom of your email. Whether you decide to go with Yahoo, Google, Hotmail, whatever you decide to do, or whether you decide to get a professional email account is your choice. But that's what you're doing. And you want to do that so when people actually email you and you return the emails, they can see that you have your contact information there. And then there's always an opportunity to, and I don't have this on here, but if you have some type of mailing system, some type of system where you can actually broadcast or blast out to individuals or capture their information, you can go to something like Jot Forms. Jot Forms is free, and you can go to JOT Forms, Jot Forms, and you can create a actual form that you can send out via a link and capture people's information, because that's what you want to do. You want to build a database, okay? That information can be sent right back to your email address when they fill that information out, okay? And then it says, create a group in your email. That way, when you start to send information out, you can just CC everybody. Now, this is a manual. That's a manual system, but in the beginning, that's how it's going to get started. You want to get your hands in it and understand what you should be doing. And I'm going to stop right here with your social media. And I only chose 4. Okay, I only chose 4 social media platforms. Now I want you to check this out. If you're on YouTube, you'll see this. If you're on TikTok, you'll hear it. But you want to check out your activity on social media. If you understand what's going on in 2022, social media had approximately 3.96 billion users, almost 4 billion users in 2022. So people are using social media, and they're not just using social media to be social. They're using social media to get into contact and get in touch with business owners. Now, if you take a look at it, Facebook still leading. Facebook is still number 1. Over 2 billion daily users on Facebook. over 2 billion daily users on Facebook, 2.95 billion, almost 3 billion monthly. And I think that's not because a lot of people are doing business on Facebook as much as Facebook is still a social place where people gather to share information. Not a bad thing though. Okay. Um, Here you go with YouTube. YouTube has 122 million daily users. People go to YouTube to find how-tos, to learn different things, different tricks, and different trades. And they're making videos like that all the time, similar to the one that I'm making right now. Um, 2.68 billion users monthly. And when you think about it, if you want to reach somebody, you can actually do two things with YouTube. You can share with them what you do, and you can also build a platform to get paid from it. Same thing with Facebook. I think YouTube is a little bit easier. That's just my opinion. Then we move on to Instagram. Instagram has 500 million daily users. 500 million daily users. That's 2.3 billion monthly. That was in 2022. 2.3 billion monthly. Now, Instagram is a little bit different. Instagram looks for clarity in pictures and short reels. So you got to know how each social media platform works and how it can work for your business. Once again, this platform allows you to be monetized as well, which will help you to create another stream of revenue for your business. And then the most recent one here is TikTok. Okay. TikTok has 50 million daily users, 50 million daily users, and it averaged about 1.5 billion users monthly. 1.5 billion users monthly. That was in 2022. TikTok also allows you to monetize. It has more stringent regulations on the uses for TikTok. However, this is going to help you to get eyes on your business. So wherever you decide to use, and there's other social media platforms as well. So wherever you decide to use your talent, share your information, your knowledge, your skills, your products, or your services, whichever platform you decide to use, you need to make sure that you take the time to do it and you're consistent with it. Using social media to grow and build your business is important, whether you believe it is or not. Depending on where you want to see your business, whether you want to grow your business locally and you use your social media to grow your business locally, or whether you want to use social media to grow your business globally. It doesn't matter. You have to think about, how can I get to the next level? If you're going to build your business on simply word of mouth, then I'm going to tell you, it's going to be some challenges. Because of the way the world is working right now, we have to adjust with the changes in the times. And I'm not saying that you cannot build a business using word of mouth. I'm just saying that we tend to limit ourselves because of our comfort level. So that's what we're doing on Thursdays. We're talking about different ways to improve and enhance what you currently have, showing people how to use social media to build a business. We're going to get a little deeper into this next week. Like I said, what I've done is I've made a list. I made a list of what days I'm going to come on. And if you look at, I got some further research that I'll be talking about next week, but some further research on this platform, well, not just on this platform, but on social media using Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I have some more stats that you can you'll be able to see, talking about the prescribed times. And you can do this research on your own. Find out when a good time is to go on live on Facebook or post on Facebook. You don't have to necessarily just go live, but I recommend you build up to going live. Find out when it's a good time to post on each one of these social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, because that's when the system, or the algorithm actually pushes it out. But as you build your user base, as you build your customer base, it's going to start to make sense. The more people who are following you, who are the more people who are subscribed to your platform, the more you'll be able to get interaction. And you want to be able to ask interacting questions, thought-provoking questions, things that are going to engage with your users, things that's going to engage with your audience. That's what you want to do. And if you can do that and engage with your audience, then you're going to get people to feel more comfortable with you. The whole idea is, as a smaller business, We have people who want to know us. We have people who are going to get comfortable with us, and we have people who are going to want to do business with us from that comfort. It's not going to be the same as a big business. It doesn't matter how much we talk about it. It's unfortunate that we have to go through some lengths to make sales. But the truth of the matter is, people want to have relationships, and going through social media, building it is going to be a challenge, because you're going to have relationships with people that you're just going to have to control the relationships. Let me see, which is better, live streaming or posting content? For interaction, I believe live streaming is better. Posting content is going to help you to grow an audience, but for interaction, remember, you're building a relationship with people. And if I'm not saying that you can't make sales or you can't make money or can't build a business off of posting content. I'm just saying that it's going to be a different level. It's a different level. There's going to be people who are going to want to ask questions. Remember, we're talking about small businesses here. We're not talking about corporations. Corporations don't need to do that. Corporations don't need to prove that they got the best product or they have a good product. They're doing it because they're putting it out there in the market. They have storefront locations. They have huge warehouses. They have marketing teams. You're your marketing team. So you got to grab a hold of whatever you can grab a hold of. Whether you decide to go live and you show your face, or whether you decide to go live and show a process, or whether you decide to go live and talk about a product and that camera's on that product, it doesn't matter. You want to think about interacting, because that's what people want. People, since the pandemic, in my opinion, people have found the need to have more contact with you. Remember, we're humans, and we want that human touch. We want that human comfort. You're not going to always have that. And you'll never have it with big business. So for us in this area, in this realm, it's just something that you're going to have to accept if you're going to build your business. You're going to have to accept that people are going to want to be, they're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to be in your lane, in your area, in your life. Do your best to separate the personal and the professional. Do your best to separate the personal and the professional, because eventually it can lead to some issues. But as you build your social media presence, for your business, you'll begin to see the interaction that you have. Okay, let's see. So basically, getting different types of audiences. Yeah. So, for example, and that's a great question. For example, if I am posting a product on any of my social media platforms, I'm just posting that product. Now, posting that product can stimulate or stir up a conversation. You show something, people want to buy it. But you have to ask yourself, do you want people to buy just one time? Or do you want people to be drawn to you on a regular basis? In my opinion, posting content attracts people to you to buy your product. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if people find a connection with you, they'll not just buy just that product, but they'll buy into pretty much whatever you put out. If that kind of resonates, you want people to buy into what you're doing, not just what you're selling. Sales is a one-time thing. So you don't want a one-time customer. And that's, in my opinion, that's what a lot of people are going for. They're going for that one-time customer. If I can just get that one-time customer. Tracy, how you doing, Grand Rising? That one-time customer is good for one time. But you want that one-time customer to turn into a repeat customer, which turns into a client. And then from that word of mouth, see, now you want to touch that customer's audience. You want to touch that customer's audience, because now I've never convinced anybody. I have shown my products. I have, because the word convincing to me is going to be like you twisting somebody's arm. You cannot convince somebody to buy your product. You have to give them the pros and the cons about what you're selling, what you're marketing. If you can encourage them to try your product, their word is going to travel far, or as far as people trust their word. So when you start talking about, for example, I met a young lady yesterday, and she was telling me about how she was somewhat of an influencer, and I was live on social media platform, and she made a purchase. And not only did she make a purchase, but I had to call her to confirm some of her information. Then we talked for a little while, and as we got to talk and have the conversation, I make it a habit now to send samples with people's orders. But now what I did was, after having a conversation with her, I slipped a little bit of something extra into her package. Now the whole purpose is, if this individual has a little bit of influence, that can help to take our product a little bit further. Now we can help each other by me providing a great product and a great service, and then also by word of mouth, she can actually help to get our product out there. And that's what you want to do. Dana, how are you? Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. So you want to think about that. Social media should not just be about sharing personal pictures if you're in business. I've heard people say, and there's a lot of different ideas about social media. Grand Rising, Mama Still, True Prince, thanks for jumping on. There's a lot of people who have different ideas about what you should be posting on your business platforms. And they say, hey, you know what? You should post personal things on your business platform to show people that you're human. I got an issue with that. I have a small issue with that. Y'all give me a second. I'm getting a little bit too much light. See, this is real time, y'all. Real time. I have an issue with that. I have an issue with posting personal things on your business platform. There's other ways for people to humanize you. There's other ways for people to see that you're human without you sharing your personal pictures of your children and your grandkids. Now, here's the thing. If you take a vacation, i.e. a business trip, and you post that picture of you taking a business trip / vacation on your business social media page, then you can actually have a caption that talks about how my business paid for my trip. See, you're still humanizing. People can still relate to you, because everybody goes on vacation at some point in time. Yes, I'm not into putting personal information on my business accounts, but a lot of people feel like you should be able to share personal information because it makes you look more human, seem more human. Using personal accounts. Once again, this is my opinion. Using personal accounts for your business is not a good idea either. I did that when I first got started. I used my personal Facebook to build my business. Did not work out great. It didn't work out great. There was no separation. Using my personal account to do business, people don't want to see you doing business on personal accounts. Your friends and your family members, they may start off being customers. They may start off being supporters, but people don't join your personal social media platform to be accosted and to be sold products. It may take a little longer to build a business page, but it's worth it. Believe me, okay? It's worth it. Plus, the leniency on being able to post on business pages are going to be it's going to be less lenient than it would be to be trying to sell on personal pages. So this morning, is training in your business Thursday. I just came up with that this morning. Training on your business Thursday. And what we're doing is we've created a schedule for every day of the week, Monday through Friday, as we come on. Now I'm going to be on YouTube every day. So if you guys are, if you're on YouTube, and I think everybody can subscribe to YouTube. All you need is you don't have to do anything, just subscribe. But if you have a Gmail account, you already have a YouTube account. You can start posting videos on there. But subscribe to our YouTube channel. YouTube channel is the Blanks Spot. The Blanks Spot. And what you'll be able to do is go back and look at these videos. Now, these videos are not going to be perfect. And they're not meant to be perfect. They're meant to be just like it is right now. Us having a conversation. Us going over some things and answering questions and asking questions and interacting. There's never going to be a perfect video. As a matter of fact, I try to stay away from any type of instructions that appear to be perfect, because professionally, in my opinion, I think it's more important for people to believe that they can duplicate what you're doing. If you're going to be sharing information, whether you're doing a training, whether you're doing a tutorial, people are going to have to believe that they can repeat or reproduce or duplicate what you're doing. If you're sharing something with somebody and they can't duplicate it, then it's going to be hard for them to become a customer. So just remember, as you're doing your videos, you want to interact with people, and you want to seem human. You don't want to seem like a robot. All right. That doesn't mean that you don't have to, speak clearly and enunciate and, be professional. You don't want to be on there cussing and fussing and stuff like that. But you still, if you want to be you, and being you is what's going to make people comfortable. Now, they're either going to accept you or they're not. But please don't get on social media and change. That is another issue. Don't get on social media and change into something that somebody likes just so they can buy something from you, because that's going to be hard to keep up. Okay, that's just my opinion. If people don't like you for who you are, then maybe business may not be for you. If you don't have that type of personality that people can attract to, but you're going to find your people. You're going to find your people. You're going to find the people who are looking for you, and it's going to be about consistency. One last thing. Committing to a schedule, committing to a social media schedule is going to be beneficial for you and your business. I'll say this again. Committing to a social media schedule is going to be beneficial for you and your business. Your customers may benefit from it as well, but the commitment has to be to you first and your business. I can't stress that enough. It doesn't matter how many people are expecting you to be live. It doesn't matter how many people that are expecting you to post. The commitment has to be to you yourself and your business. Because if you're not doing it for yourself and you're doing it just for the customers, it's not going to last long. So you want to commit to yourself and to your business. So I'm taking questions to anybody that has questions. I'm having a couple of back and forths with some people on YouTube. Anybody have any questions or comments about what I shared today? We're gonna have a part 2 on next Thursday. Okay. Hope you guys can wait that long. I'll have a part 2 on Thursday to finish out this social media. Share the live. Absolutely. Guys, listen, we do have a subscription. We do have a subscription on TikTok, and I'm working on creating a subscription on YouTube. Right now, the YouTube stream is going to be free, but we're going to make the subscription to be very affordable and cost effective. But when we go live, when I start talking about things that's business related outside of just selling my products, it's going to be a subscription is going to be required. What you're going to see is when you log on, especially on TikTok, when you log on, you'll see probably a couple of minutes play, and then it's going to say, hey, subscribe to it's going to say subscribe to continue watching and enjoy the host perks. So if you feel like that we're giving some nuggets and sharing some great information, invest. That's a great way to invest in somebody else's business and also to invest in yourself. Not to mention the information that you're going to be able to get, and don't just get the information, but begin to apply. Just collecting information is not going to do you any good. Social media, social media is something that you can use to grow your business, and if you use it correctly, and you're actually, um, if you use it correctly and you leverage it to your advantage, it's going to make sense. Didn't know about the job form creation? Well, like that, yeah, look into it because it's not hard. Um, it's not hard. Yep, mama, still that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So yeah, just I mean, there's lots of free, and that job form will give you a lot of value. I use it in one of our other businesses, but using different processes to help to drive traffic back to your business. If you can't afford to pay for a funnel, and a funnel is nothing more than um, software that actually gets customers' information and drives it back to your location, to your website, to your platform. If you can't afford to pay for a funnel, Jot Forms is a great way to get started. JOT Forms is a way to get started. You can actually create a Jot form, have the customers ask some questions, make it a requirement that they share their email, contact information, revert that email, direct that email back to your main email, and now you just captured their information. Now it's up to you. You're going to be responsible now for making sure that that customer stays in touch, or you stay in touch with that customer by sending emails about what's coming up, what's upcoming in your business, in your training, things like that. So the whole idea is to capture the information, because if you don't capture the information and you can't keep in contact with that customer, I promise you, if you're not if you're not visible to the customer, it's going to be hard pressed for that customer to remember you or even shop with you. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Once again, today, training in your business Thursday. That's what I called it. I might come up with a better name. I don't know. Kind of corny to me. But we talked about social media and using social media to build your business and get sales in your business and attract customers. The whole idea is you want more eyes on your business. Whether you are local and only care about providing coverage locally, you can still use social media as a local opportunity. Or whether you want to become global and you want to get more eyes on your business outside of your immediate area, you definitely want to learn how to leverage and use social media. You don't have to use several social media platforms. I recommend you use at least two. And one of the two I strongly encourage you to use is YouTube. Whatever you use outside of YouTube, that's on you. But I strongly encourage you to use YouTube, okay? And then pick another social media platform. There's lots of audiobooks that you can read or listen to actually learn how to build these social media platforms. There's also information on YouTube about building social media platforms that you can start off that's not as expensive to invest in. So, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'll see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.